Hello, I'm Kath and welcome to this yoga class on the sun sequence part 2. So this week we're including the cat and the dog poses. The dog is great for refreshing the mind if you're feeling a bit sluggish, good for mental clarity. It is an inversion though, so there will be some modifications as well for that. Okay, so let's get some music on and start with some activations to warm the body in preparation. So first of all, we're just going to start with the hands, shaking into the wrists, into the fingers, shaking away any tension in the hands, any tension in the elbows, shaking down into the shoulders. Feel the muscles in the arms becoming warmer. And then take the arms out to the sides. Beautiful. Warming the upper part of the spine. And then move the hands up. You may not see my hands at the top of the screen there, but shaking up towards the sky. A great movement this for engaging your core muscles. You may be able to feel those muscles, those strong stability muscles protecting the spine. Brilliant. And then arms coming down again, shaking away any stress. Fantastic. So anchoring one leg, begin to shake the foot of the other leg, warming up ankle, toes, and very gently flexing the knee. Be careful with those lovely knees. Okay, and then shaking that leg out in front, out to the side, test those core muscles again, and then stepping that leg back down, anchoring that leg, shaking out the opposite foot. Fantastic. Flexing the knee, limbering up, and then shaking that leg in front, to the side, test your balance, and then stepping that foot back. Fantastic. Okay, so we take the feet a little bit wider for the next warming up movement, about shoulder width apart, and we're going to swing the arms around the body so we get a lovely twist into the spine. The knees are soft and you get a lovely movement, twisting movement in the spine. Your spine loves to twist. And then lifting one heel and then the other. See if you feel any difference in where that twisting movement is now. Still nice and floppy with the arms, feeling the air in your armpits. Not that I'm suggesting you need some fresh air under your armpits. That's good. And you can keep the head looking forwards, or you can twist the head with the arms if that's comfortable for you. Raising the hands so that they tap the opposite shoulder. Nice. Keeping a lovely bend in the knees to protect the knee joints. Warming up the whole of the spine. Relaxing those spinal nerves. Increasing the circulation. That's great. And then lowering the arms gradually. Maybe stopping with the heel lifts. Slowing that movement back down. That's super. Okay, our next warm up, we're going to take the feet a little bit wider than shoulder width. I'm just going to stand sideways. So you turn the right leg out and the left heel away slightly so that you can bend both knees. Okay. And as you bend the front knee, lifting the hands up. As you bend the back knee bends. The arms come down. Lovely. Breathing in, breathing out. So we're getting a lovely stretch into the calf muscles with this. And we're going to extend it a little bit more. So as the hands come back, turn the palms to face the ceiling, making fists, bring the fists into the waist. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Fantastic. And then we'll extend into the beautiful eagle breath. So on your next in-breath, taking the arms sideways and stretching forwards. Breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. So warming more deeply into the lower back, as well as the leg muscles, important muscles for the sequences we're going to be doing next. Fantastic. And then releasing that side, bring that foot in, take the other foot out, and we'll repeat to the other side. So front knee, then back knee. Bend in, bring in the arm swings, breathing in, breathing out. Beautiful. Fists into the waist on the out breath. Starting to feel that warmth in the solar center. Feel your energy, your vitality. That's beautiful. And the eagle arms, breathing in, taking the arms forwards, breathing out. Really extending as far as you can with those graceful arms. Feeling that lovely warmth in the spine, in the hips, and in the legs. We're opening the lungs and the shoulders at the same time. Fantastic. Okay, and then stepping back. So the next warm-up activation is a Dru dance warm-up. I call it the U-bend because we'll make a U shape. You'll see in a minute. Okay, so bringing the feet a bit closer, about hip or shoulder width, interlacing the fingers. We take the hands over to the right hip, turn the palms down, and then we stretch those hands down to the mat. Keep the legs straight if you can for a hamstring stretch, so it doesn't matter if the hands are here, as far as you can, keeping the legs straight, and then moving the hands around the front of the body, over to the left side, turn the palms up, soften the knees now as you uncurl back up, lifting the hands. And then down we go again, down the U-bend, down the left leg, stretching those hamstrings, moving the hands around the front, and then soften the knees as you lift the hands up, stretching. So we're getting a lovely side stretch, forward bend, hamstring stretch, soften the knees as you bring the hands up, and we'll do another one. That's great. Really feeling into those lovely hamstrings at the back of the legs. Let's do one more, just for good measure. And then coming up. Nice. Okay. So we need to warm up the calf muscles a little bit more and the lats, the big muscles of the back now. So we're going to do this with our step and swing movement. So I'm just standing sideways so you can see me. We're going to anchor the left leg, step forwards and back with the right foot. But when we do this, we're going to keep the heels in contact with the mat. So you get a lovely stretch down the back calf muscle. Okay, and then we bring the arm movements. So as you step forwards, arms come up and down. As you step back, they come up and down again. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Any high blood pressure, keep the hands a little bit lower. So we're opening up the lungs, diaphragm, shoulders. That's good. And we're going to move the hands so that the palms face behind us. And this helps us stretch into those latissimus dorsi muscles, those big muscles in the back. Still working the legs. That's great. Good. And then bringing that one to a still point, we anchor the right leg, step forwards and back with the left. Arm movements. Come in, keep the heels down to stretch into those lovely legs. Really feeling the warmth in the chest now as well as you activate the lungs. Turning the palms behind, stretching into the lats. That's good. And then release. Okay, so that's the warm up. Have a drink if you need it. Good to keep hydrated when we're working with the sun. Okay, so as a little extra warm up, we're going to do some movements from Energy Block Release Sequence 1, the Stress Buster, which is also fantastic for the spine. It moves the spine in all its 6 directions, so it's great for your back. And we start in mountain pose with the feet about hip width apart, and you can measure this with the length of 1 foot, keeping the toes relaxed, knees a little softness, the sternum lifting, shoulders nice and warm and soft, and the crown of the head extending towards the sky. Balanced mountain pose. And then bringing the right hand underneath the navel with the palm facing up, and the left hand on top as if you're holding a big beach ball. Lengthening the spine as you breathe in, and as you breathe out, stretching over to the right. Coming up on an in-breath, move the hands round on the out-breath, lengthening as you breathe in, and as you breathe out, stretching over to the left. Breathe in to come up, rotating that beach ball. Lengthen as you breathe in and moving on the out-breath over to the right. Turning the wheel. On your out-breath, stretching over to the left. Really opening up the ribs. We'll do one more. Lengthening the spine, stretching, breathing. And once more to the other side. Fantastic. Okay, so the next movement, we take the hands around that big imaginary beach ball with the palms facing behind you. And we stretch the hands up. So again, stretching into those big muscles of the back, the lats. Keep breathing. And then soften the knees, bring the hands down. We'll do this twice more. If you want to, coming onto the toes for an extra stretch, engaging the core muscles naturally. And then coming back down again. Once more. Really feeling those back muscles lengthening and releasing. Fantastic. Soften the knees, bring the hands down the sides, and then we're rotating the palms forwards and up, and then rotating them back the other way. So any high blood pressure, keep the hands lower down like this. If it's comfortable for you to lift the hands up to shoulder height, carry on with the twisting. Breathing in as the palms come up, breathing out as they rotate forwards. Getting a lovely warmth across the shoulders and the upper back. Okay. And then on your next in-breath, turn to look towards the right palm as you rotate the left palm behind and alternating, looking at the opposite palm. So you get a beautiful dancer type movement, a lovely warmth across the heart, energizing, releasing any tension from the upper back. That's great. And then still twisting, gradually lowering those arms down. That's great. Shoulders a little shrug. And then taking the feet a little bit wider, about shoulder width for the twist. Bringing the hands up to shoulder height with a softness in the elbows. We're going to take the right foot out 90 degrees and then turning the body round to the right. The left heel lifts and you turn the arms round. So the left hand comes to the right shoulder and you're looking down the fingers of the right hand. Breathing into the chest, lengthening the spine on the in-breath, twisting on the out-breath. On your next in-breath, bringing the hands and feet back round to the front. Turn the left foot out as you breathe out, twisting round to the left. The right heel lifts, right hand to left shoulder, looking down the left hand. Lifting the sternum on the in-breath, twisting on the out-breath. On your next in-breath, come back round to the front and we'll do that once more. So going round to one side. You can either stay here in stage 1 or stage 2, bringing the back of the extended hand to the opposite hip. You get a little bit of a stronger twist. On an in-breath, untwirling back round to the front, and last time round to the opposite side. Either staying here in stage 1 for a lovely nourishing twist, or extending it by bringing the hand to the back. A little bit more of a nudge into that twist. On an in-breath, untwirling the hands and relax them down for a moment. That's super. So the next movement is the backward bend, and for this I'm just going to stand sideways on so you can see the movements. The feet are back at hip width again and the hands come into the small of the back. And we lift the sternum as we breathe in and then gently arch back over the hands, keeping the head looking forwards, always protecting the neck. Then lifting forwards, tabletopping the spine, softening the knees, relaxing the head, and uncurl up from the base of the spine all the way up again. And then we're ready to go. Extending over the hands, breathing freely into the chest, and then coming forwards a little bit lower if that's comfortable. Soften the knees and then rolling up from the base. That's good. And again, extending, head looking forwards, just checking. That's good. And then coming down, soften the knees and uncurl. And then last time, this time when we come down, soften the knees and allow the arms to trail down the legs towards the earth. Taking the feet a bit wider and taking the right toes out about 45 degrees, bringing the arms over the right leg. Now, if you have any sciatic pain, you may find it easier to keep the arms higher up the leg. We're stretching this hamstring, so we want to keep this leg fairly straight. Keep the arms wherever they feel comfortable for you and enjoy that lovely hamstring stretch as you take 3 deep breaths here, relaxing the head, easing out those lovely hamstrings. Very important for easing back pain to have flexible hamstrings. Then bringing those toes forward and the hands forward. Take the left toes out 45 degrees and again resting the body and the arms over the left leg, enjoying that hamstring stretch. 3 full breaths here. That's great. And then bringing the hands back round to the front. We take the feet back in to about hip width again, and we come down into either a half squat like this or a full squat if that's comfortable for you. Hands can be up here, hello, to test your balance, or if you need to touch the earth, that's okay. Come in back into forward bend, straightening the legs, relax the head, and then we come down into squat again, raising the hands, test your balance, easing out the lower back. That's good. And once more, enjoying that hamstring stretch in forward bend, and then easing into our third squat. Great, okay. Arms down for the last time. Keep the knees bent as you uncurl from the base all the way up to the top. Okay, so that's energy block release 1. We're going to move into the sun sequence now. Now this is version 2 of the sun sequence, so it's modified from how you may know it already. And I'm going to stand sideways and do it with you so that you can see the movements. There are some contraindications for the dog pose that I need to make you aware of. So if you're pregnant, if you're on the first 3 days of your period, if you have uncontrolled high or very low blood pressure, then you may find it more beneficial to do the cat instead of the dog within the sequence. So we'll be doing the cat as well. So it gives you an opportunity to repeat that one. Okay, just going to have a wee drink. So you need to come to the front part of your mat with the feet about hip width again. Remember, you can measure that with the length of 1 foot, and the fingers in praying hands position at the level of the heart. And we begin with this standing spinal wave. Great movement for energizing the whole of the spine. So taking the hands up in front, stretching up towards that beautiful sun. It is there behind the clouds. And then palms towards the earth. We bring the hands down in front, softening the knees as you come down towards the earth, connecting with the earth. And then keeping the knees soft, we raise the hands up again. Up the body, uncurling the spine. And if you feel comfortable to arch the back a little bit, open into the vitality of the sun. And then hands Palms down towards the earth again, curling down, connecting with the stillness of the earth. Soften the knees, uncurling, lifting the hands, and opening to the vitality of the sun. And then coming down. This time we stay down with the hands on the mat, and we take the right leg back into runner. So runner position, the back toes are soft and relaxed, and the front knee is above the ankle. So if the knee is behind the foot, you don't get a stretch. If it's in front, you can damage your knee. So make sure you've got that lovely alignment, the right angle there. Okay, so this is the runner position. And what we're going to do here is we're going to do some extensions with the arm into eagle breath, as I call it. So the arms start behind you, and then they come forwards and up as you uncurl, and they unfold like the wings of a great bird. Keep them lower down again if there's any high blood pressure. And then we come forwards, breathing out, breathing in as we lift the arms up, opening again to the power of the sun, and then come down. And a third time, lifting, opening, and then breathing out. Bringing the hands to either side of that foot, we bring the knee back and come into cat position for 3 rounds of the cat. So knees are underneath the hips, hands are underneath the shoulders, with the fingers wide and the middle fingers pointing forwards. Lovely stability there. And keeping the breath free, we begin to dome the lower back, dome the upper back, and then allow the head to relax down. Starting from the base of the spine, dipping the spine, lifting the chest, lifting the head to look forwards. If you want to incorporate the breath, we breathe out as we dome the spine. We breathe in as we move the opposite way, always moving from the base of the spine. So one more round of cat. Continuing with cat if you're not doing the dog. Otherwise, from here, we relax the spine for a moment, tucking under the toes and moving into the dog. We lift the hips, keeping the knees bent initially, and we walk the dog. So we're stretching the heels down, alternating one leg and the other towards the mat, easing into those legs, pushing down on the hands, easing those hamstrings, and then stepping the feet a bit wider, maybe the width of your mat. This can make it a little bit easier to reach the heels towards the earth as you lift the hips, enjoying that refreshing warmth traveling down the spine, refreshing the mind. That's great. Then stepping the feet back to hip width, bringing the knees back down, relaxing the feet. We do 3 more rounds of the cat. So really feeling the power of your breath in this movement, feeling the segmental mobility of the whole spine, the warming effect on the abdomen, that vitality from the sun, energizing your whole system. That's great. And then we bring the same foot, the right foot, back into runner on the opposite side. Eagle arms, so arms behind, breathing in, lifting and opening, pressing the kidneys, breathing out. Lovely extension, working the adrenals, reducing those stress hormones. Beautiful breath. And then the hands come back to the mat, tuck the left toes under and step back to hip width into forward bend. And we do 3 cycles of the forward bend. So knees soft, lifting the hands, extending if that's comfortable, palms coming down towards the mat. Soften the knees, breathing in a little bit swifter now. Now you know the movements. Breathing out as the hands coming down. And once more. And this time we take the left foot back into runner. Eagle arms. Breathing in. Opening the chest. Breathing out. Breathing in second time. Breathing out. Breathing in, lovely warmth in the lower back. And then setting yourself up for cat. 3 rounds of the cat. Feeling your connection here with the earth. Breathing in that stillness, that security, that strength from the earth. Fantastic. And then tucking the toes under, ready for the dog. Knees bent initially. A few walks of the dog, heels up and down. And then taking the feet a bit wider, easing the heels towards the earth, breathing freely into the chest. The head is relaxed between the hands. And you feel a beautiful warmth with the breath, traveling up the legs towards the base of the spine. And then on the out breath, a warmth from the base of the spine all the way towards the crown. Refreshing the mind. My mind is clear. Feet come back to hip width. Back into cat. 3 rounds of the cat. Feeling that beautiful segmental mobility in the spine, starting from the base. Beautiful coordination of breath and movement. And then stepping the left foot forwards into runner, our eagle breaths, breathing in, open to the sun, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Feeling warm and energized, breathing out. Hands come back, tuck the right toes under, step forwards with the right foot, and off we go again. Uncurling, extend into the sun. Bring palms down, connecting with the earth. Soften the knees. Uncurling, spinal roll. Extending, squeezing those adrenals. And then back down. Soften the knees as you uncurl again. Filled with energy. Hands coming down to the earth. Right foot back into runner. Arms behind. Breathe in, opening, breathing out. Breathe in, open the chest, breathe out, respect to the sun. Third time. Setting yourself up for cat. Three rounds of cat pose. Really using the breath to power the movement. Tucking the toes under if you're coming into dog. Pushing down on the hands. And this time, bringing the feet a bit wider, moving straight into dog pose. Breathing freely, relaxing the head. Feel that warmth spreading up the legs and from the base to the crown. Feel the power and strength of the sun warming your whole being. Feet come back to hip width into cat pose. 3 rounds of the cat. The breath leading the movement. That's fantastic. And then the right foot steps forwards into runner, arms behind. Breathing in, extending, breathing out. Opening to the vitality of the sun. Squeezing away those stress hormones from the adrenals. Hands come back, stepping forwards with the left foot. We're nearly there. One more round to go. Opening and then forward bend. Connect with the earth. Soften the knees. Uncurling. Open into the warmth. The giver of all life on earth comes from the sun. And this time taking the left foot back for the last time into runner. Breathing in, eagle wing, breathing out. Opening the heart, breathing out. Fantastic. Setting yourself up for cat. 3 rounds of the cat. Allowing your breath to nourish and warm the spine. Setting yourself up for dog, pushing down on the hands, coming into your version of the dog, enjoying the strength and the power of this pose, the vitality through the legs and the spine, energizing, refreshing the mind. And then bringing the feet back to hip width, back into cat. Enjoying that segmental movement of your whole spine, massaging the abdomen, the digestive organs, soothing the nervous system. And then the left foot comes into runner for the last time. Breathing in, strong, healthy body. Strong, healthy mind. Strong, healthy heart. Tucking the right toes under, step forwards, a forward bend. Soften the knees, uncurling. Open to the vitality within me. And again, uncurling. Respect to the earth. And this time, take the arms out to the side as you uncurl, bringing the palms above the head and then down to your heart. I am confident, I stand strong in my power, the power of the sun. Fantastic. Okay, so we've done the sun sequence a few times, probably feeling a bit warmer now. We're going to ease out those muscles that you've worked hard with some relaxing movements. So I invite you to come down to your mat, and we're going to start lying on the back. So make sure you've got enough room behind you to lift the hands overhead if you need to for the first part of this sequence. And if it's more comfortable for you to place the feet on the mat to release the lower back, then you can do this with the knees bent as well. It doesn't make any difference to the sequence. Okay. So allow yourself to settle into the mat. Feet are about hip or shoulder width apart, palms facing towards the mat. And we begin by moving the arms. So as you breathe in, lifting the right arm up, and as you breathe out, bringing that arm back down again. And then the left arm, breathing in, making a beautiful arc with the arm, goes as far as it wants to, and then coming back on the out breath in a lovely arc. So alternating those movements, the breath leading the movement. So the length of your breath matching the length of the movement of your arms. Puppet strings, we call this one. That's lovely. And after that next movement, relax the arms for a moment. And this time we're going to engage the legs as well in the movement. So like the puppet string, from your right hand down to your right knee, as you lift the right hand, the right knee comes into the chest. And as you move the right hand back down, the right leg returns to the start position. Again with the breath, so breathing in, lifting, and then breathing out, coming back down. And alternating, so the left arm and the left knee moves together, and then the right. The length of your breath matching the length of the movement of the arms and legs. Beautiful way to relax the nervous system, calming, soothing. And then after that next movement, releasing for a moment, we're going to cross the body in a diagonal movement now. So the right hand, imagine that golden thread attached to your left knee. So as you lift the right hand up in a beautiful arc, the left knee comes towards the chest and they both return on the out breath. Breathing in, the right knee and the left arm. And again, alternating. Right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. The breath, leading the movement. That's great. And then releasing after that last movement, bending the knees if they're not already bent, bringing the feet onto the mat, and bring the right knee in towards the chest, placing the hands around the right shin, allowing that knee to come towards the chest as you ease out that right hip, that right psoas muscle, easing away any tension. And then taking hold of that right knee, we're going to move it in some circles. So circling the knee, the hip, easing out the sacrum area of the spine, and then moving it in circles the opposite way, easing out the lower back. That's lovely. And placing that foot down, bring the other knee towards the chest, the left knee, placing the hands around the left shin and easing that knee towards you as you feel the easing out of the psoas muscle, the left hip, the lower back. Beautiful. And then circling the left knee. Nice and gentle. Feel the connection between the sacrum area of the lower back and the mat. Swapping direction. Feeling a beautiful massaging movement around the hip. That's great. Okay. And then I invite you to extend the left leg along the mat, placing the right foot on top of the left knee. Take hold of the right knee with your left hand, and we're going to extend the right arm out at shoulder height with the palm facing upwards, moving that knee across the body into a twist. Turn the head to look towards the opposite hand. So you get a beautiful twist through the whole of the spine, easing out any tensions there, activating the parasympathetic nervous system, helping you to relax. Breathing freely. And then gently returning the legs and arms back to the center in your head. Bending the left knee, extending the right leg along the mat. Placing the left toes on the right knee. Extending the left arm out. Take hold of the left knee, moving that knee across the body as you turn the head to look towards the opposite hand. Enjoying that lovely lying twist. easing out the back. Your back loves to twist. It's a great posture for soothing the nervous system. Great for the back. That's lovely. And then on your next in-breath, returning the head, feet and hands back to the center, bending both knees. Bring the knees in towards the chest, giving yourself a hug, rocking gently from side to side to ease out that sacrum area, the lower back, maybe even circling the knees together. That's lovely. And you can either stay here, if you're comfortable enough to stay here on your back for relaxation, or rolling over onto one side and sitting up and finding an alternative position for your relaxation, either lying down on your side or sitting in a chair. Find a position that you find comfortable and make sure that you're going to be warm. So putting on any extra clothing, duvets, socks, blankets, whatever you need to be warm for about 10 minutes. So if you are lying on your back, I invite you to make sure you're comfortable, maybe using a pillow behind the head and a bolster or a pillow underneath the knees to ease the lower back, if that's comfy for you. Wriggle around. It's not a test of staying still, so do feel free to move during relaxation. And if you are lying on your back, I invite you to have the legs about shoulder width apart, with the toes relaxed outwards, helping to release the hips, and the arms a few inches away from the sides of the body, with the palms facing the sky to ease out the shoulders, or resting the hands lightly on the abdomen, drawing the chin down to lengthen the neck and ease the head into a comfortable position. And allow your body to settle into the earth. So releasing any hold on the abdomen, you can relax it now, observing your beautiful breath, becoming aware of the coolness of the in-breath in the nostrils and the throat, and the gentle warmth of the soothing out-breath. With each out-breath, your body melting further into the earth, supported, safe, secure. And with an awareness on your breath, allow your awareness to travel from the base of the spine all the way up to the crown of the head. And then as you breathe out, the breath moving from the crown all the way down to the base. Your breath flowing up and down the spine like a beautiful wave, soothing, nourishing all the spinal nerves, softening the muscles of the back, easing out any tension. As the cerebrospinal fluid bathes and nourishes the whole of the spinal cord, the breath warms and soothes the whole of the back. Beautiful flow up and down the spine. And when your awareness next reaches the base of the spine, allow your breath to flow down your right leg. Your right leg becoming warm, the muscles softening, the right leg melting into the earth. Moving the awareness gently across the pelvis, allow your breath to flow down the left leg. The left leg softening, the muscles feeling warm and heavy. And allow your awareness to return to the spine with that beautiful breath flowing up and down the spine. Enjoy the flow. Each in-breath gathering up any tension or tightness and releasing with each out-breath. Allowing a beautiful warmth to spread into the whole of the back. The muscles of the back melting even further into the still, quiet earth. When your awareness reaches the upper part of the spine, allow this soothing breath to flow down your right arm, warming and softening all the muscles in the right arm. The right arm feeling heavy. And moving your awareness across the shoulders, allow your breath to flow down your left arm. Your left arm softening, the muscles feeling warm. Your left arm melting into the earth. And allow your head to sink into a beautiful soft cushion. The muscles of the neck lengthening and releasing. Allowing your breath to be free. Observe the beautiful stillness. You have created stillness in your body and your mind. And in this place of stillness, you can be anything you wish. Allow a beautiful affirmation to arise from this stillness. I am confident. I am strong in my power, which is the power of the sun. Very gently allow yourself to become aware of a beautiful golden sun, a warm golden light above the crown of your head. And feel these warm golden rays warming the crown of your head, refreshing the mind, the face and the neck. Begin to gently deepen your breathing, and with each in-breath allow the sun's warm golden rays to revitalize the chest and the upper back, the shoulders, arms and hands filled with warm golden light. Allow this light to spread into the mid-spine, the lower back, the abdomen, all the internal organs replenished with warmth, with revitalizing light. Allow this light to move into the hips, into the thighs, lower legs and feet, the whole body filled with energizing light, revitalized, warm, energized. Still deepening your breathing, gently bring some movement back to your body, maybe wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes, maybe moving the head gently from side to side, having a yawn, have a stretch. Maybe bringing the knees into the chest if you're lying on your back, giving yourself a hug, or rocking from side to side for a few moments to ease back into your body. And when you're ready, coming over onto one side and staying here for a couple of full breaths. And then very gently, with compassion for yourself, placing your hands down on the mat as you push yourself back up into a sitting position. Hello again, welcome back. We'll finish with some 3 breaths to make sure we're alert and awake. So taking the arms out to the sides as you breathe in, stretching, palms together, draw the palms down to your heart. Beautiful. Arms open, capture that vitality from the sun, draw it down back to your heart on the out breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Namaste. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed that class. I'll see you soon.